this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my full thoughts and review of Great Bear, the B&M inverted roller coaster located at Hersheypark. And starting right off the bat, when you walk up into the hollow, this coaster looks very, very visually appealing in my opinion. I love the color scheme. I love the way the train colors interact with the track colors. I also love the terrain interaction and the interaction with Super Duper Looper and with the river. This honestly is a very visually appealing invert in my opinion. So starting with the actual ride experience, you're going to walk through your queue, head into the station, put on that over-the-shoulder restraint, and head up your lift hill. Then enter a nice pre-drop section, and this is actually a pretty nice pre-drop. It runs with a little bit of force to it, surprisingly. I definitely take this pre-drop over any other B&M invert pre-drop. Then you're going to head down your regular drop. It's actually not a bad drop at all. So then you're going to head into your vertical loop, which actually didn't really run with a ton of force for me. It wasn't bad. At the bottom of the drop, there was like a little bit of force, but it just didn't run with a ton of whip or anything like that. Then you're going to head into your Immelman, which again, this element was alright. Had a little bit of whip going out of it, but it was just whatever. So then you're going to head into your 0G roll, and I've had tons of people hype up this element for me. Lots of people said this was one of like the best elements ever. It was so whippy, so crazy. And it kind of let me down, to be honest, guys. Like, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually a really fun element. I personally thought it was the best element on the ride. But, I mean, when I have B&Ms like Kumba and Montu in my backyard, I kind of had those expectations for this thing. And it just kind of let me down a little bit. It still ran with a ton of whip. It was really, really fun. So then you're going to hit a straight section before you hit your final inversion, which is a corkscrew. And again, this isn't a bad element either. This is probably my second favorite element on the ride. It ran with a nice bit of whip to it. So then you're going to hit the brakes. So my biggest gripe about this coaster is that it feels like it's running fast because, you know, you feel like you're moving fast throughout the layout. But then when you go through these elements, they don't feel as forceful or as whippy as you would expect them to be. I don't know. It's kind of a weird feeling because when I exited that 0G roll on my second ride on this thing, I just came to realization. We hit this turn before we came into the corkscrew. I was like, holy crap, that turn, we went through it really fast. Like, that turn was a little bit whippy. But I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, this corkscrew is going to be great. We're just going to haul through this thing. And it kind of let me down. I don't know. Like, it feels like it's going a lot faster than it actually goes through the elements. It's kind of hard to explain. But one more thing that I want to say, just to complain a little bit, is the length of this coaster. It only has 4 inversions, and I feel like this ride is over really, really fast because, you know, when I ride rides like Top Thrill Dragster and Sky Rush, like, those things kick your butt completely. You come off of those rides just completely out of breath, and you're like, wow, that was insane. But this ride, I was just like, that's it. Kind of weird. I don't know. Normally I don't mind short rides, but this one just bothered me for some reason. I feel like they have to kick complete booty if they're going to be short. But I mean, this ride wasn't bad. It just kind of let me down a little bit compared to what some people have hyped me up for. I mean, it's still a fun ride. It's definitely a solid fit inside Hershey's lineup. And I definitely did enjoy this ride. I hate to sound like I'm complaining about it. It was still a really solid ride nonetheless. So for its final score, I'll be giving it a 7 out of 10. And that's not saying it's a bad ride at all. That's just me being completely nitpicky about it. I'm giving my thoughts and my review. It was still a really, really fun ride for sure. So anyways, guys, be sure to drop a like, comment your thoughts on Great Bear, and subscribe for more content. And as always, I will see you all later. Peace out.